and provide me with a matchstick?
Ah, sure. Here. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That's great. Tom, honey, do you mind lighting the candles in the front?
Yeah, sure. Where's your hand?
Here, honey.
Okay.
Do you want me to help?
Just a minute.
Some light. Tom, you remember I gave you a light bill several days ago? Do you want water?
Oh, no, thank you.
Yeah. What about it?
Yeah, I gave you a light bill several days ago. The one I told you we got notices about.
Thank you.
You didn't neglect to pay it. You did, didn't you? Oh, God.
Well, Mrs. Wingfield, Shakespeare probably wrote a poem on that light bill.
No, it's my fault that I trusted him with it. There's a high price for negligence in this world.
Well, maybe the poem will win a $10 prize.
We'll just have to spend the remainder of the evening like we are in the 19th century. Before Mr. Radisson made the muslin lamp.
Well, candlelight is my favorite kind of light.
That shows how romantic you are, Mr. O'Connor. But well, that's no excuse for Tom. At least we somewhat got through dinner. How kind of them to let us have at least one bite before they plunge us into everlasting darkness. Right, Tom?
Yeah.
As a penalty for your carelessness, you'll help me with the dishes.
Oh, let me help you with
Oh,
that.
indeed you will not.
I ought to be good for something.
Good for something. Oh, Mr. O'Connor, no one has given me as much entertainment as you have.
Ah, now, Mrs. Wingfield.
I'm not exaggerating, not even a bit. But Laura is all by herself lonesome. Do you mind giving her some company in the parlor?
Sure. Can we have a few glasses?
Oh, for sure. Here you can enjoy yourselves.
Hello there, Laura.
Hello, Mr. O'Connor.
How are you feeling now? Better?
Yes, thank you so much for asking.
Good. Here, this is for you. A little rum. Now, drink it, but don't get drunk. My, it's awfully dark here. Oh, let me get those candles over here. Oh, where do I set these candles?
Anywhere?
How about here on the floor? Any objections?
No.
Jolly good. I like to sit on the floor usually. Do you mind if I do that?
No.
Good,
No.
good, jolly good. Well, what about you? Don't you like to sit on the floor?
I do.
Well, why don't you then? Oh, bring a pillow as well.
Here.
Thank you. I can't see you sitting way over there.
I can't see you.
I know, but that's not fair. I'm in the limelight. Please.
Better?
Much better. So your brother tells me that you're shy. Is that right, Laura?
I don't know.
Well, I judge you to be an old-fashioned type of girl. Now, I think that's a pretty good type to be. Oh, hope you don't think I'm being too personal now, do you?
Mr. O'Connor, have you kept up with your singing?
Singing? Me?
Yes, I remember what a beautiful voice you had.
When did you hear me sing?
Back when we were...
You know, I have had an idea that I've seen you before. In fact, I've had that idea as soon as you opened the door. It seemed that I was almost about to remember your name, but the name that I was about to say, it wasn't a name, so I stopped myself before I said it.
Wasn't it Blue Roses?
Blue roses. Oh my gosh, yes, blue roses. That's what I had on my tongue when you opened the door, yes. Isn't it funny what tricks memory plays on you? I didn't connect you with high school somehow or the other, but that's where it was, in high school, yes? Yeah. And I didn't even know you were Shakespeare's sister. Gosh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I didn't expect you to. You barely knew me.
But we did have a speaking acquaintance, huh?
Yes, we did speak to each other.
So, when did you recognize me?
Right away.
Soon as I came in the door.
When I heard your name, I thought it was probably you. I knew that Tom used to know you a little in high school.
Oh.
When I saw you at the door.
Didn't we have a class in something together?
Yes, it was singing. Chorus. I used to sit across the aisle from you in the auditorium. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Ah, yes. I remember now. You always came in late, didn't you?
It was so hard for me, getting upstairs. I had that brace on my leg and it clumped so loud.
I never heard any clumping.
To me, it sounded like thunder.
Well, I never even noticed.
And everyone was seated before I came in. I had to walk in front of all these people. And I had to go clumping all the way up the aisle with everyone watching.
You shouldn't have been self-conscious.
But I was. It was always such a relief when the singing started.
Ah, yes, I've placed you now. I used to call you Blue Roses. How was it that I started calling you that?
I was out of school a little while with Blue Roses. So when I came back, you asked me what was the matter. I said I had blue roses. But you thought I said blue roses.
Oh.
So that's what you called me after that.
I hope you didn't mind.
No, I liked it. You see, I wasn't acquainted with many people.
As I remember, you sort of stuck by yourself.
It was hard for me, making friends.
I don't see why you wouldn't. But I guess being shy is something you have to get out of, kind of gradually.
I guess it
takes time.
Time.
You know, people are not so dreadful when you know them. That's what you have to remember. Everybody's got problems, not just you, but practically everybody has got some problems. You think of yourself as the only one with the only problems, as the only one who is disappointed. But just look around you, Laura, and you will see lots of people as disappointed as you are. For instance, when I went to high school, I had hoped to be a lot further along at this time, 6 years later, than I am now. You remember that wonderful write-up I had in the Torch?
Yes, I do.
Said that I would succeed in anything I went into. Oh, jeez! It's the Torch!
Yes, and here you are, in the Pirates of Penzance.
I sang the baritone lead in that operetta.
So beautifully.
Oh, no.
Yes, so beautifully.
You heard me.
All 3 times.
No.
Yes,
All 3 performances.
yes.
Why?
I wanted to ask you to autograph my program.
Well, that's the case. Then
Oh,
there you are.
this is such a surprise, Mr. O'Connor.
Better late than never, right? Now, My signature isn't worth very much right now, but maybe someday in the future, it will increase in value. Now, when did you finish high school, Laura?
I didn't go back. I made bad grades in my final examination.
Well, what have you been doing since then?
Nothing much.
Well, you must have been doing something these long 6 years.
I took a business course at a business college.
How did that work out?
Not very well. It gave me nervous indigestion, so I had to drop out.
Drink this, I'll feel better. So, what are you doing now?
I don't do anything much. Oh, but please don't think I sit around doing nothing at all. I have my glass collection to take care of. Taking care of glass takes up a good deal of time, Mr.
Sorry,
O'Connor.
what did you say about glass?
I said I have my glass
You
collection.
know, what is the trouble with you, Laura? Inferiority complex. Do you know what that is? Okay. That is what they call it when someone low rates himself. Now I understand it, because I had it too. Although my case was not so aggravated as yours seems to be. I had it too until I took up public speaking. I learned to develop my voice, and I discovered my aptitude for science. Before that time, I never thought of myself as being outstanding in any way whatsoever. No. Now, I've never made a regular study of it. But I have a friend who tells me I can analyze people better than the doctors who make a profession out of it. I don't claim that to be necessarily true, but I can sure guess a person's psychology, Laura. You see, you don't seem to have the proper amount of faith in yourself. That clumping, which you thought was so awful in high school, you said that you even dreaded to walk even into the class. You see what you did? You dropped out of high school. You gave up an education all because of a clump, which according to me was practically non-existent. A little physical defect is what you have. Hardly noticeable even. Magnified thousands of times by imagination. You want my strong advice on this, Laura? Think of yourself as superior in some way.
But in what way would I think?
Why, man alive, Laura, just look about you a little. What do you see? A world full of common people. People who are going to be born and who are going to die. Now, which one of them has 1/10 of your good points? Or mine? Or anyone else's for that matter? Geez, everyone excels in some one thing, some in many. You just have to discover in what. Take me, for instance. My interest happens to lie in electrodynamics. I'm studying a course in radio engineering at the night school, Laura, on top of a fairly respectable job at the warehouse. I'm taking that course and I'm studying public speaking because I believe in the future of television. Oh, I guess you think I think a lot of myself.
No, I don't.
No, it's fine. Isn't there something, anything, which you take more interest in?
As I said, I do have my glass collection.
I'm not right sure what you're talking about. What kind of glass is it?
They are little articles made out of glass.
Oh,
Little ornaments. My mother calls them the Glass Menagerie.
what kind of a thing is this supposed to be?
It's a swan.
Ah, swan.
Careful.
He must feel pretty lonesome by himself on the way over there.
Even if he does, he doesn't complain about it. He stays on a shelf with all the other swans, and they seem to get along nicely together.
How do you know?
I haven't heard any arguments among them.
No arguments, huh? That's pretty neat, I guess. Where shall I set him?
Oh, on the table. They all like a change of scenery every once in a while.
Sure.
Change
Where
of
does
water.
the music come from?
From Paradise Dance Hall across the alley.
Excuse me. Look. How about cutting the rug a little, Miss Wingfield? Come on, get up. What do you mean by now?
I can't dance.
What do you mean you can? Of course you can. Come on, get up.
What if I step on you?
I'm not made out of glass. Come on, get up, Laura, get up. Get up, get up.
Are you sure, mister?
Of course I'm sure. Get up. Come on, just leave it be.
Do we start?
Just leave everything to me. You just raise your arms a little high.
Like this?
A little higher. A little higher. A little higher. Yes. Good. Come closer. Yes. Yeah. Just relax. Relax the backbone. Huh? That's the main thing about it. Just relax. Just feel the music. Good. Good, Lord. Just relax. Yes. Now you're doing better. Good, good, Laura. Good.
Oh,
What did we hit on?
the table.
Did something fall off it?
No, but the swan is hurt.
Show me. It's cracked. My gosh, I'm sorry, Laura. I bet that was your favorite piece of glass.
No, I don't have favorites much. It's no tragedy, Freckles. Glass breaks no matter how careful you are. Traffic jars the shelves and things fall off it.
Still, I'm awfully sorry that I was the cause of it.
Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Some things are meant to happen.
I'm glad you're strong-hearted, Laura. No, you're quite different. Surprisingly different from anyone else I know. Do you mind me telling you that? I mean it in a nice way, of course. You make me feel like sort of... I don't know how to say this. I'm usually pretty good at expressing these things, but just I can't say it. Has anyone ever told you you were pretty? Well, you are. In a very different way than the others, and all the nicer because of the difference. I wish that you were my sister. I teach you to have some confidence in yourself. You see that different people, they're not like other people. But there's no shame in being different. Because the other people, they're not so wonderful people, Laura. They're 100 times 1,000. You're 1 times 1. They walk all over the earth. You just stay here. You're as common as weeds. But you, well, you're blue roses.
But blue is wrong.
Oh, it's right for you, Laura. You're pretty.
Oh, in what way am I pretty?
Oh, in all respects, Laura. Believe me. Your hair, they're pretty. Your eyes, they're pretty, Laura. Your hands, they're pretty. You think that I was invited to dinner and had to make all this up? Oh, I could do that, Laura. I could put on an act for you and say lots of things without being very sincere. But this time I am being very sincere. I noticed that you had this inferiority complex which made you uncomfortable around people. Somebody ought to build your confidence and make you proud, not shy and turning away and blushing. Somebody ought to. Stumble John. Oh, I'm a Stumble John. Oh, no. I shouldn't have done that. No. Would you care for a mint? A peppermint lifesaver? My pocket's a regular drugstore wherever I go. You know, Laura, if I had a sister like you, I'd do the same thing as Tom does. I'd bring in fellas, the right type of fellas, who could appreciate her and I would introduce her to them. But in my case, he made a mistake about me. I'm not in the situation to do the right thing. I can't take down your phone number and promise that I will call. I can't call you next week and ask for a date. I thought I had better explain the situation in case you misunderstood and hurt your feelings.
What do you mean you won't call?
I can't, Laura. I'm going steady. I'm going out all the time with this girl named Betty. In more ways than one, we get along fine. We met last summer on the moonlight boat trip up the river to Alton, on the Majestic. Right then, from the start, it was love. Love, it has made a new man of me. It has the tremendous power, Laura. It has the power to change the whole world. It happened that Betty's aunt, she took sick. She got a wire and had to leave for Centralia. So naturally, when Tommy invited me for dinner, I accepted. Not knowing that I'm a Stumble John. I wish that you would say something, Laura. What are you doing that for? You want me to have him, Laura? What for?
A souvenir.
Well, isn't the air delightful after the shower? I made a little liquid refreshment for you too. Mr. O'Connor, have you heard that sound of a lemonade?
Sorry?
Lemonade?
serious conversation.
Oh, good. Now we're better acquainted.
Yes.
You modern young folks are so serious-minded. Unlike my generation, I was so gay years ago.
You haven't changed, Mrs. Wingfield.
Oh, Mr. O'Connor, tonight I'm rejuvenated to the gaiety of the occasion. I'll start baptizing myself. I'll just keep it here. Well, I found some maraschino cherries, so I dumped them in juice and ale.
You shouldn't have gone to that trouble, Mrs. Wingfield.
Trouble? No. Why, I enjoyed myself. Did you hear me cutting in the kitchen? My joy ears were ringing.
Yes.
Well, I was had to tell how well done I am with him for keeping you to himself for so long. He should have brought you much sooner. But now that you have found your way, I want you to be a very frequent caller. Not just occasional, but all the time. I can imagine us having lots of gay talks together. Oh, well, I know where my place is when you young folks are having a serious conversation.
No, Mrs. Wingfield, don't go. The fact of the matter is that I've got to be going.
You must be joking. It's only the shank of the evening.
Well, you know how it is.
You mean you are a young working man who keeps you working ass?
Yes.
Well, in that case, I'll let you go. But only on one condition. Next time, you stay till later. What is the best night for you? Isn't Saturday the best night for you, working man?
I've got a couple of time clocks to punch, Mrs. Wingfield. One at morning and another at night.
My, so ambitious. You work at the night too?
No, ma'am, not work, but Betty.
Betty? Who's Betty?
She's just this girl that I'm going steady with.
Is it a serious romance, Mr. O'Connor?
We're going to be married the second Sunday in June.
Oh. I mean, how lovely. Tom didn't mention that you were engaged to be married?
Well, the cat's not out of the bag at the warehouse yet. You know how they are. They call you Romeo and stuff like that.
Right.
Oh, this has been a truly wonderful evening. I guess this is what they mean by southern hospitality.
Oh, it really wasn't anything.
Oh, I hope it don't seem like I'm rushing up, but I promised Betty that I'd go pick her up at the Wabash Depot, and by the time a jalopy gets there, her train will be in. And you know how some women get when you keep them waiting for a long time.
Oh, well, I know. The tyranny of women. Well, goodbye, Mr. O'Connor. I wish you luck, success, happiness, all three of them.
Thank you.
And so does Laura. Don't you, Laura?
I do.
Laura? Goodbye. I'm going to treasure that souvenir which you gave me. And don't you forget that good advice which I gave you as well, all right? Good. So long, Shakespeare. Thanks again, ladies. Good night.
Good night, Mr. O'Connor. Things have a way of working out so badly. I didn't think I would play the withdrawal. Well. A gentleman caller was engaged to be married, Tom! Come in here.
Yes,
I have
Mother.
something awfully funny to share with you.
Oh, has the gentleman caller gotten away already?
Yes. Our gentleman caller has made an early departure. What a wonderful joke you played on us, Tom.
Wait, what joke?
You didn't mention that he was engaged to be married?
Jim engaged?
Yes.
I didn't know.
That's what he just informed us.
Oh, I'll be jiggered. I swear I didn't know about this.
That seems extremely peculiar.
What's peculiar about this, Mother?
You didn't say that he was your best friend down at the warehouse?
Yeah, he is, but I didn't know about this, Mother.
That seems extremely peculiar, yet you did not know your best friend was going to get married?
Mother, warehouse is where I work. It's not the place where I know things about people.
Tom, you know things nowhere! You live in your dreams! You manufacture illusions! Where are you going?
I'm I'm going to the movies.
That's right! That's right! Now that you have made such fools of ourselves, all the preparations, the efforts, all the expense for what? The new sofa, clothes for Laura, all for what? All for what? To entertain some other girl's fiancé? No, you go to the movies. To think about us, a deserted mother, an unmarried crippled sister who doesn't even have a job. Go to the movies. Don't let anything interfere with your selfish pleasure. Go to the movies.
Okay, I'll go! The more you shout about my selfishness to me, the more quick I go.
Listen to me talk.
And I won't go to the movies.
Oh, go to the moon then, you selfish dreamer! Go to the moon!
Yeah,
Go!
I didn't go to the moon. I went much further away. For the time is the longest distance between places. Not long after that, I was fired for writing a poem in the lid of a shoebox. I left St. Louis. I descended the step of the fire escape for the last time, and from then on, followed in my father's footsteps, attempting to find in motion what was lost in space. I traveled around a great deal. The cities swept about me like dead leaves. Leaves that were brightly colored but torn away by the branches. I could have stopped. I could have stopped, but I was pursued by something. It always taken me unawares, taking me all together by surprise. Perhaps it was a familiar bit of music. Perhaps it was only a piece of transparent glass. Perhaps I'm walking along the street at night in some strange city before I found companions. I passed the lighted window of a shop where the perfume is sold. And that window is filled with pieces of colored glass. Tiny, transparent bottles with delicate colors. Like a bit of shattered rainbow. Then, all of a sudden, my sister touches my shoulder. Laura, I tried to leave you behind me, but I'm much more faithful than I intended to be. I reached for a cigarette across the street. I go to the movies or bar. I talk to the nearest stranger, anything. Anything, Laura, that can blow your candles out. But nowadays, the whole world is lit by the lightning. Blow out your candles, Laura. Blow out your candles. And so, goodbye.